Oh, I guess I gotta turn the radio down. All right, back on the road. Oh, little, oh, not quite lunchtime live stream. So everybody's been breaking my chops. How's the Staten Island Express going? And where are the videos at? And I gotta tell you, it's tough to make the videos when you're squashed up against the wall in a parking lot with the wind blowing and people interrupting and phones ringing. This thing's gonna shake. Wow, let's see if we can move that a little bit. Whoa, I don't know if that's better or worse. I don't know. We'll give it a shot. I really wanted to, I just came from a Diag, and I started recording it, and then it started going sideways, and then I got frustrated, and then I scrapped it. But it was, in the end, I thought it was worth, I don't know if it's a vent or a little tip or whatever. Anyway, I got to an 05 Chevy van. Really doesn't matter. Chevy, mid-2000 Chevy van with a no crank, no start, although they said it sometimes it would run and then it wouldn't. And then they had communication and then they didn't. Oh, that thing's gonna bounce all over the place, huh? Oh well, deal with it. So I get there and quick do a health scan. I got lights on the dash, no crank, no start. Health scan shows no communication with some obvious modules like the PCM. So I pull up a diagram, try to find out what modules are in the car. I quickly realize it's more than one because I can't see the ABS module and the PCM, and I'm not sure what else I'm supposed to be looking at. So I start pulling other stuff out. I pull out that splice connector. I get to the splice, the SP200 under the dash. I get my AES wave. I'm forgetting the name of it. I'm sorry. You know what I'm talking about, the junction. So I can check them one at a time. I'm having a brain fart. I start going through them and I realize the two I really can't talk to are the PCM and ABS. More than one. Laptop is open. I'm looking up diagrams. What are the similarities? Do they share fuses? Do they share a ground? Do they share a connector? Hey, Steve. Steve from Canada. Getting cold up there, I bet. I'm looking for shared powers, shared grounds. What do they share? Why do I lose? I'm missing two modules? And the story's a bit quicker than it actually took. Go underneath the dash, pull the splice connector down, untape it, open it up, and it's crushed against the wall, so I'm trying to fit my fat buttocks in there, kind of sideways, laying under the dash, trying to one at a time check the modules, my little U-scope. I got no communication with either one of them. I figured, you know what? Quick check fuses, right? And the ABS fuse is under the seat. The PCM fuse is under the hood. So they're not even sharing fuse boxes, let alone junctions. They don't share grounds. Grounds are in two different places. I'll go after the PCM. Pick one, right? I get the PCM. It's got the fuse is good. I get the piece up. I get the covers off. Of course, everything is dry, and I'm trying not to break the covers that got to come off the ECM, the PCM. I get in there and two powers. It's got powers. It's got a ground. I check it's got the single wire serial data, one wire CAN network. I check it. I got 0 to 7 volts. Nice square wave. Something's not right. I go back. I load test both powers and the ground. They load test fine at like 1.5 amps. I get to the point, I'm like, this thing maybe it's got two bad modules. Maybe it had a bad ABS module, which are common in the GMs, right? They're underneath the truck. They're full of salt. Northeast West. Maybe he had a bad ABS module and now he's got a bad PCM. But I make the call. I go inside. I go, and let me back up. Go way back. When I got there, the shop had already told me. We started checking it out. We cleaned a bunch of grounds. I got the doghouse off. I think I know what it is, but I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to lead you the wrong way. I want you to, go from scratch. I can appreciate that. I said, okay, what have you done? That's the key here. What have you done? Even if you don't want to tell me what you think it is, I can appreciate that. Did you change anything? Did you move anything? He said they checked powers and grounds. They cleaned up. They found one broken ground wire on the block somewhere. They fixed it. They cleaned a bunch of grounds. That's all they did. That's what I'm going. Now fast forward back to where I am. And I'm making the call on a bad PCM, but I also think it's got a bad ABS module. I haven't gotten underneath the truck. I'm not going there. He called me in for a no start. I get into the office and I go, okay, what do you think it is? And he goes, I'm going to write it down. He writes it down. I said, it's got a bad PCM. And he holds up his paper and it says PCM on it. I go, but I also think you got a bad ABS module or something wrong with the ABS because I can't talk to the ABS module either. He goes, oh yeah, we disconnected it. I said, you did what? He said, oh, I forgot to tell you, we unplugged that. That was on Friday. We started unplugging modules, and we unplugged the ABS module, and then we stopped, and my guy was going to hook it back up, and I told him no, leave it off, and I forgot. And I'm biting my tongue because I'm like, that would have saved me a whole lot of time. I wouldn't have gone to the splice connector. I would have not been scoping at the splice connector. I would have not been looking for a multiple module failure. I would have went right to the PCM, powers, grounds, comm line, done. I don't want to tell you how much time I wasted, but it was enough. I probably doubled my Diag time on this one. The U-isolate. I just saw that pop up. Yes, I don't know who said that, but thank you. Yes, the U-isolate. That's what I used. But yes, it caused me to probably spend twice my time. And time is money and aggravation. And it's 11 o'clock here. And I have my other job. I got to be back at 4. So I got 5 hours. I always couldn't do the math there. I got 5 hours and I got 2, 3, 4. I got five more to do in 5 hours. Not including drive time. So things like that, people say, oh, so I guess, addressing the other point, mobile must be great. Get in, get out, collect money. Do mobile, they said. It'll be great, they said. I don't want to say who said that, Keith. Oh, and by the way, change the topic. What I got? New Drive Pro. And it's not the new Drive Pro. There's a new laptop. There's a new tablet it's supposed to be on. And I was told I was getting the new one. That's not the new one. That's the old one. The rumor has it when the new one comes out, I'm supposed to be getting that one. So that hasn't even been started up yet. I literally got it Thursday, went away for a 3-day weekend, anniversary weekend with the bride. So they have to log in. I'm headed back to my house at the moment so I can plug it into a hard line, an Ethernet line, and power and leave it on so they can remote in and install some software to initialize the tool, which I don't quite understand. I'm sure somebody can explain it. Why didn't they do that before they sent it out? What do I know? I'm just a dumb mobile guy. But yeah, apparently they have to put software in it before I can start using the tool. Other software. So I'm anxious to get it rolling. What else? I've been ordering all kinds of new. So look, I can do a tool thing. Well, look. The new Lyle is that upside down? It is. Look, the Lyle relay test kit. Because I've been using my own homemade stuff for a while, which actually works pretty well, but I think that'll work better in some scenarios. This year I've spent more money on equipment than I probably have in the last 10 years combined. And especially with the new AutoLogic, it's official. It's been a heavy tool year. Lots of packages showing up. But the mobile thing's going good, other than getting caught up in silly Diags that take longer than they should because of lack of information, which tends to happen more often than you would think. It's good not having to deal with the customers sometimes. You just go in, you start working, you get done, you get out. But the other problem is you get customers that lie to the shops or aren't completely forthcoming about what's wrong, what puddle they hit, what rock they ran over, who's been working on it, what they touched, and then they give it to the shop, and then the shop touches more stuff, and they're not always forthcoming with me. They say, yeah, we put that in. Case in point, I had one the other day. I think I posted it. No, I didn't even post the picture. They called me in for an evap on an 04 Pontiac Vibe. And they said, we already changed the vent solenoid because I bench tested it and it wouldn't close either way. It was stuck open, so I changed it. I said, you didn't put I almost said D word. I said, you didn't put the dormant part in, did you? No, I did not. I used a quality part. And yes, Keith has been busy. Hold on, story. I'll get to that in a second. He's actually coming back up here, I think, in a couple of weeks. That's the rumor, for a visit. But so I said, you didn't put you put a quality part in, right? Not the other brand we told you don't use because they never work. He goes, no. I used a good part. I get under there, and not only he didn't change the vent valve, he actually changed the switching valve. Because on those, the vent valve is all the way up front, underneath the purge valve, attached to the air filter box. The one he changed was in the back, and that's actually like a little switching solenoid. So not only he didn't change the vent valve, he changed something else, but he put that part in that from the brand that we told him not to. While it was on there. So I'm like, dude, what gives? He goes, oh, I thought that was the vent, and it didn't come in that. It came in a different box, so I must have been the wrong part in the wrong box in it. I'm like, whatever. So that's what makes these things difficult when you're not getting all the information. People aren't totally forthcoming, and that's what you have to deal with. I just passed by one. I got called in for a program on a flash. Like I wasn't sure. I got called in for I think they said a reflash or program on a Jeep Grand Cherokee. I get there. They've been launching. It's a 17 Jeep Grand Cherokee. That's a crank no start that they've been launching parts at. Tip them that they thought they were told didn't need to be programmed, and so they put it in, and then they put the old one in, and then they changed some other stuff, and I was like, I'm coming back. I thought I was coming in for a program. I allotted a certain amount of time. I'm going to be here probably longer. I got to go. I'll be back. More wasted time. So there's a lot of that in the mobile stuff. I know I had a friend of ours, I won't say who, but he messaged me and was asking me, he was talking about going mobile. I don't know if he's in here or if he's going to watch this, but I will call you back. I apologize. I've just been busy. Not that I've been doing this super long to know as much as some of these other guys, but long enough to not think some of this stuff is normal, and not long enough to still be surprised by some of the insanity that goes on, and some of the shops that are just, you walk in, you shake your head, you're like, I can't believe these. I'm gonna get a nice bump here. We're gonna get a good shake. Hold on. It's just surprising. It's surprised daily. So, but I just want to share that Diag with you. I was a little frustrated. I couldn't even make a video. I couldn't fit my own self between the wall and the driver's door, let alone with the phone trying to record. It wasn't going to happen. I do have another one sitting in queue. I have the raw footage I got to put together on a nice Ford van. with a, put the key on, turn the key off, and the dashboard stays on, like you have the key on. And it'll stay that way until you disconnect the battery. And you put the key on, and it won't start. And then it did start. But then you turn it off, take the key out, the truck is still running with the dashboard lit. So that was pretty interesting. I'll put that one together. I got another one that I vented on about a truck. I'll just throw that one together. That's a quick video. So I got a couple. I just got to find time. But I just want to stop in, show my ugly face. I forgot I got a haircut and I shaved, so I'm somewhat presentable. I got my Dunkin'. Not a sponsor. Not even close. Although I should buy stock in the company. I buy enough of this junk. But that's it. Hope everybody's doing well. I just wanted to shout out. Figured you guys take a ride with me across Rotten Island. Things are busy. COVID's ramping up again. Please, everybody, be careful. Don't touch your face like I keep doing. I'll try to get some videos with the auto logic. I'm anxious to get that going. What else do I got back there? I got all kinds of new stuff I haven't shown off. But that's all. I appreciate you guys hanging with me. I don't know if there's anything else to say. The weather's still nice. We're hanging on to some nice weather. It's a little chilly. This morning was a little damp out. I got my sweat jacket on, then I take it off, then I put it on. That's it. Alright, I'm gonna bust out of here. Not like I'm going anywhere, I'm still in the truck, but I'll let you guys go do what you gotta do. Alright, I hope everybody's well. Please be safe, please stay healthy, and I appreciate all you guys, even the guys that leave stupid comments. Man, there's a lot of them. The trolls. Alright, bye.